That was crazy.
That was just insane. I think there was a lot of shouting by both of us.
Everything I wish all the E3 events had been.
And more.
Let's talk about that. Okay, so we'll just go in order. The first game that came up was Daemon X Machinima. It's like a Gundam game. I don't really know much about it, and honestly, there is something for everybody here. So we're just gonna keep moving.
More mechs, man. That's all I'm saying. 2019 for the year, for the release date for the mech game.
And now, the next game was Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
DLC, the Torah expansion or something like that. This was really both a surprise for me, whether it was rumored or not, I don't know. But I love Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and so this is Torna, the Golden Country DLC. I'm definitely guessing it'd be kind of weird, like just a whole new game. But this is for September.
It's
September
crazy.
2018. That is awesome. What's coming in September? Well, if you guys don't have this game, you're going to have a lot of hours. It's a huge game, so more DLC, the
Absolutely.
better.
Now, today, they released things all the way from... Some things drop today, all the way through next spring. So there is an entire lineup dealing with everything Nintendo's doing here. And they started talking a little bit about, you know, just everybody that they see out and about, playing with their Switches, and that they love that, and they are looking forward to a new party game. So first they talk about Pokemon, Let's Go Pokemon Eevee and Pokemon Pikachu.
I want to make one note. I was like, okay, who wants the Pokeball? Pokeball comes with Mew. So if you buy the Pokeball controller expansion or whatever, you ought to, DLC Mew that you get. Now, I'm assuming you can also capture Mew out in the wild, especially for Pokemon Go, because we know that they were having that connectivity. But now
I haven't played Go in a while.
You haven't played Go?
If he's not available, I assume he'd be available at launch of this.
I don't have a Mew, but I'm like, now I'm super tempted just to say, because I had a Mew on the original Game Boy, and obviously I have not been able to transfer all those up. We didn't have the Pokebank. It was not easy back in the day, especially being on a budget. I might just buy Mew. I literally might just buy the ball for Mew in this case. You can take them with you. I'm wondering if you can get walking points with it. I don't know. Don't care. I'm excited. November 16th, 2018. We already knew the date. Oh my gosh.
It's awesome to see that that's ready to go. It's going to have integration with Pokemon Go.
Yes.
So if you have been taking a break from Pokemon Go, maybe you
get back into
maybe
it.
You skipped it like I did.
Did you skip Pokemon Go completely?
No, I tried it.
Okay.
I tried it when there were people everywhere. Like we couldn't, like we just downloaded, my wife and I, we spent an evening or two walking around. And then I nearly, you know, got run off the road by both pedestrians and people in cars alike playing the game, and I was like, this isn't safe, and I just stopped playing.
You should get back into it. Just because of the transfer perspective. Here's where Chris lost his mind. This next game.
I thought because we were getting Smash Brothers, we all knew that we were done getting party games for 2018, and they would save Mario Party for 2019. So they show Mario Party. I'm stoked. Literally, my whole family plays Mario Party. My in-laws, everybody loves Mario Party.
But the whole connection of the screen where they laid it out on the table.
And they adjust it how they like it, and then you swipe across multiple switches, and it says, yep, that's the level. Good enough.
We're good to go. You have to be kidding me. This is incredible.
It's so cool. I hope it's that easy. I hope it's not some weird, well, you gotta be logged in,
etc. Like, we made it real easy in the thing. But no, that was great. And then obviously the baseball game that they're showing, but it's like back-to-back screens.
You know, so I'm looking at you, as you're pitching the ball at me, and it looked awesome.
The synchronization that it must have taken, this is such a really interesting piece of technology.
I hope that it's simple enough that if I'm just in an airport and somebody has it, I can just play it with a complete stranger. Now, they showed, the ability to do split screen, everything you would expect
from a Mario Party
which is all it needs to be. We just need a Mario Party. It's such a fun party system that I want Mario Party here.
Mm-hmm. And you lost your mind with the release date. So you were thinking 2019.
I for sure thought 2019.
You were completely wrong. I believe it's October 5th.
October 5th.
Super Mario Party, October 5th, 2018. That's insane.
I should have had at least all my stars stolen for no good reason by the time Pokemon drops.
Right, exactly. This is making, oh my gosh, the fall lineup for Nintendo looks insane. So next up was Fire Emblem. And the thing that,
I did not know this series.
So it's a turn-based strategy RPG. It is. I've played several of them. I'm not the biggest Fire Emblem fan. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've played every Fire Emblem. The thing that really got to me, the thing that I lost my mind, was the transition from the strategy, because it used to
you're selecting your
jump
abilities
to the screen and you would see your army and their army. It transitions into anime, like just this beautiful, like artistic design, like, and it was
awesome.
so seamless. The voice acting, etc. This is coming out spring 2019, which is great. But it's Fire Emblem Three Houses, and if there's not, I mean, and then whatever it is, I was just like that. That looks like a game I might actually have to get. I've played, again, a handful of them. Fantastic games. But then I'm like, okay, well, what's different? This looks insanely good.
Looks great, and it makes me think, wow, this fall and this winter going into next spring looks great. I guess I'm just going to have to sit around for no good reason until the fall gets here. And then they showed Fortnite.
Which we knew, we
knew Fortnite was coming,
yeah.
So this wasn't a
surprise. The biggest game on the biggest the hottest platform.
And then it pops and it says available in the Nintendo eShop today.
So here, let me reenact something for everybody in this video. So Fortnite's up, and I'm over here in this. There's this chair kind of down here. I'm just kind of watching. Yeah, it's like Fortnite. This is great. And I go, Chris, please let them drop it today.
And I was like, it'll be midnight at the earliest.
And then it said today, and then I went, yes, woo!
At 10 a.m. I don't know what time zone that's in, but I'm assuming that means it's live.
I think I scared the guys working on the house next door, because I'm going to go download this as soon as I get home today.
Then they started just doing like the appropriate thing to do when you have this deep of a lineup, and said, let's just show some stuff. Even though we have our Treehouse event after this, which we're not going to be covering because we're preparing for the live letter.
Right.
They dropped Overcooked 2. If you have not played Overcooked, get some friends together, prepare to shout at each other. It's wonderful. It basically it's just chaos. I don't even know how else to describe
I've never played an Overcooked game. Chris was really high. He's like, "Oh, this looks great," and I was like, "Okay." August 7th.
August 7th.
Yeah.
August 7th. Now, if any of you go to arcades locally, I have some around here. I did some when I
don't do that.
There's all sorts of arcades for adults now where you can like have a beverage and all this. There is a game called Killer Queen, and basically there's two sides to the arcade, and you all have different roles. One of you is the queen, and then they have a bunch of little bees, and the teams are competing against each other while the queen tries to kill them. Killer Queen Black is coming to Switch, and I am so stoked about this.
I have never played this, but I've heard such good news about such good things.
Unreasonably
The only way you've been able to play it up to this point is arcades. And when was the last time we could say that about anything? Like when I was like a kid, like, oh, that game's in the arcades. There's no home console that can play that game. I hope
they have an ATM, because I am not leaving until this place closes. The first night I played it, we played until they turned the lights on.
Well, then we got to get some Killer Queen Black with the community, with the workforce at some point. How many players is it?
I don't know how many they'll do. I think it was 4 bees and a queen to each side, so I think it was 5v5.
Oh my God,
it was huge.
That sounds insane.
It was huge.
All right, guys. Woo!
If I remember correctly. I was drinking.
Well, maybe that's a stipulation. It's like you play Killer Queen Black, and it's not the same without alcohol.
I haven't played it in a sober arcade. Hollow Knight, I'm not familiar with. Looked great. They talked about how they were going to have so much more at the Treehouse live event.
Yeah. So lots of news, lots of little updates. And they usually do this. They bring out. They talk about little things because there was so much news, and they spent a huge portion on it on Smash. But we'll get to that.
They did. So then they went over just kind of some fanfare for the community. So Splatoon 2 World Championship, Super Smash Bros. Invitational. Mm-hmm. It's great that they're doing all these things. Those are going to be live immediately after the Treehouse event. So by the time you watch this, there may already be coverage of it.
Yeah.
And then we start to go into the games that we hoped that maybe they'd mention one of, and they just lined them up. So Octopath Traveler was first.
We're getting a new demo June the 14th. And so the game releases July 13th, a new demo. Obviously, probably maybe some new characters are going to be featured. They really didn't... Oh my gosh, I didn't even see this.
And you carry your save data over into the full game. Demo. So if you want to go in on day one ready to go and you cannot be more eager, download your demo get that save data building.
No, I didn't even see that. Oh my gosh!
They didn't even say it. It was just on the screenshot.
I
was just snapping screenshots this whole time.
That is so awesome.
Now, Starlink Battle for Atlas, we saw that yesterday. We found out they made it look at first like, oh, it's going to be kind of like this No Man's Sky. And then they're like, oh yeah, there's Star Fox in here. October 16th. We knew after the Ubisoft presentation that this would be coming to Switch. Arena for Valor.
It looks good.
In the fall. Minecraft. This June, we knew Minecraft would make an appearance on the Switch.
Yeah, every year.
Sushi Striker.
So a lot of people have been praising Sushi Striker. Like it's like they kind of announced it in a direct and it was like Sushi Striker, but it's like people have said good things.
$60 a month on my Switch and be left out of things.
June
Mario Rabbids we knew was coming from Ubisoft June 26th.
Well, that's the Donkey Kong Adventure piece.
Yes,
so it's
we
absolutely.
knew that piece was rolling out. Pixark, which looks like Ark Survival, like Minecraft.
Yeah, is it by the same team? Because like Ark Survival is coming as well.
It looks like that in the fall. Just Dance, October 23rd.
Shocker.
Every party system needs a Just Dance game.
So definitely rumored and almost confirmed Dragon Ball FighterZ coming to Switch as well. This is I played it on Xbox for a little bit. It came out around all those same kind of games, and I've just kind of gotten busy. But it's a beautiful, like, well done fighting game. Obviously more fighting games, are going to be better for the system itself.
Absolutely. Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. So it's nice to see that universe is doing really well on the Switch.
Do you have Splatoon? Right?
I don't. I have a friend coming to stay with me this next week, and he does, and is very excited to show it to me.
You gotta let him know if there's something we
He also has Hyrule Warriors, which he popped by for a day or two as he was leaving town, and I had a chance to try that. It's awesome.
Okay, cool.
So Captain Toad Treasure Tracker,
July 13th, man. This is
a puzzle game.
But, a lot of people really love this from the Wii U. It's based off of, I think, one of the Mario game stuff. Haven't played it, but a lot of people are excited about the Captain Toad.
This was all like just. This is a ton of information to drop this fast. Crash Bandicoot, June 29th. So
that's just right.
Plenty.
That's just right down the road.
Right here. That's
Ninjago?
Right
is that how it's...
I don't know what Ninjago is.
I know what it is because my nephew really loves it.
Okay.
But pretty much I was just like, oh, Ninjago, that's great. It's not a game for me personally, but that's okay.
Carcassonne, I don't know what that is. It's going to be this holiday.
You got to say it like Carcassonne. Carcassonne. FIFA, what a shocker. So it's an update to FIFA for the World Cup, and then FIFA 19, obviously, not a big surprise. We learned this from EA. Here's Ark. Yeah, you're right. It looks, it's different studio apparently, but it's definitely that design with the various colors,
Absolutely.
So that's great. Wasteland 2, haven't played that one.
Director's Cut. Okay. So I don't know if that's already... This is way more games than I could ever get to.
Paladin's available now. It's a hero shooter. I think you have to pay like $30 to be able to get early access, but at some point it's rumored that it will be free. So just hold off if you're not willing to spend the money. They say it feels like in the vein of Overwatch, but there was a pay-to-win scandal with them early on that they have since fixed. But it's a free. If it's free, I'll play it. If not, Fortnite's already on the Switch right now.
Right now.
It's like,
right now.
What am I going to play? I'm going to play Fortnite.
Yep. Now, Fallout Shelter was announced during Bethesda that it would be coming to the Switch, and they already told us that it would be available today. So they said available now. Dark Souls Remastered.
Delayed, but now summer 2018. Not that big of a delay.
We knew they were having some issues with Unreal Engine. Seems like they've turned a lot of it around. They've got a ton of stuff.
Give me my Dragon Quest 11, baby. Not in this presentation.
Heroines Tag Team Frenzy.
It's another fighter game. Yeah.
Monster Hunter Generations Ultimates.
Yeah, obviously not Monster Hunter World, which mine was exposure to that. Wolfenstein 2, huge game.
Hopefully, this means Youngbloods will be coming to the Switch.
Yeah. Oh man,
on time.
The no date on it, but The World Ends With You from this is Square, hugely remastered of the classic DS game, and so I never played it, but people were like, "You got to play this game." So this fall, we don't have a specific date, but this fall, and then Mega Man 11 October 2nd. I know
so many Mega Man fans that I'm sure were losing it. I was still already tired at this point. This is a ton.
I felt out of breath at this point.
Now we knew Mario Tennis was coming. It's June 22nd.
Yeah.
That should be great. And then that was kind of the wrap of everything they wanted to show us prior to the Treehouse event.
And then the big beat.
Now here comes the actual conclusion event, Super Smash Brothers. So they had Masahiro Sakurai.
Thanks for trying to pronounce it.
Thank you. I don't know. Well, we knew he was going to make the announcement. Yeah.
He
said, "What is it?" Well, it's basically we're just bringing it over to the Switch. with some characters from previous games.
Yeah, we're gonna show a few number when they were introduced.
With the number based on when they were first introduced to the game, and they didn't show them in order. So they start off with Mario, and then they jump all the way to Samus, which, you know...
Oh, hey, 4.
Okay.
All right. Kirby,
and then Kirby.
6. So if like they building, and then they just start going nuts.
Bowser, and then they start showing them sometimes 2 at a time, sometimes 3 at a time, and they are bringing back every single character...
that's ever been in a Smash game. Ever. And this is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
And there's dark versions... to be like
the
alternate versions. So there's like,
what's
Daisy is an alternate Princess Peach. And so there's all these, so there's
costumes.
Based on the counting, there's at least 64 characters in here. I don't know how many there's been in all games.
And then you have Ridley, the boss from Samus,
which looks like it could possibly.
So they also are introducing new, besides even just the Splatoon character. This is such a huge mashup.
Some of the costumes they showed, there was 8 costumes for some of them, so it'd be interesting if there was 8 costumes for every character.
Yeah, I'm happy to see Snake make its way back.
There's 3 forms of Link.
3, I think maybe like 17 forms
of Link. They showed 3 on the same screenshot.
Toon. Kid Link, Adult Link, and then all the various costumes that you can have.
Tons of Pokemon. Your Pokemon trainer has Ivysaur, Charizard, and...
Bulbasaur.
Yep.
Wait, no. Ivysaur and
Blastoise.
Yeah, Blastoise, thank you. Mewtwo, Meta Knight, Sonic. I mean, you could just... there's no point in us... This video would be forever long because it took a long time. They spent so much time talking about the levels. Ice Climbers are back. They talked about obviously every Smash character that's ever been. So it's
and the new Splatoon.
Yeah.
Splatoon's getting the character, the Inkling.
Yeah, and Cloud's back. So like if they were a DLC character, they're all
whoever you liked playing, whenever they were available, DLC or not, they're all here.
The fact is that if they do decide to support this game with DLC, that's just even more insanity.
Now, you're going to start with the same number you started with the 64, and then they said that there's like a unique unlock. So maybe like as you level each character, so that they want it to always feel like, oh my god, I'm just getting new characters, just constant new characters.
Then
new
stages,
new
modes,
all the previous stages. It looks like they didn't confirm that.
Updates to the various fighting and their final smashes, updates to all a lot of these things, and it looks like
from different characters.
The assist trophies and stuff like that.
They said there's over 50 characters that can come in and help you as assist trophies.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. So many also new Pokemon as a part of these assist trophies. So it's not just the Pokemon that you can play, but it's like, oh man, like this has got to be probably one of the most defining additions of the game.
The audio they even showed when you changed costumes, like you would have, if they had a pistol, the pistol would sound different. If they voice act, the voice acting would sound different. I mean, they spent a ton of time. It's far from just cosmetic.
The big thing, which actually I was wrong. So if you guys saw our predictions video, I was thinking September for this game. We got a release date. I'm gonna let you reveal it if you don't already know.
I'm not even far enough in my notes here. I think it's December 7th. December 7th.
Oh my gosh. So this is the big December game. This is the pinnacle. This is the holiday. This is Nintendo dominating another bookend year for the Switch. This is what's going to be under the trees. This is going to be what's the Christmas.
We haven't reflected back. We're still a little high from this event, but I think there's a good chance that they might have just taken E3. I think it's pretty hands down. I would have to go back and make sure I'm not just a little caught up in the moment, but this was
I think what we'll do on this, though, especially because you're such a Sony or Xbox fanboy. I think what we'll do is that after the high wears off, obviously, we'll look at the different conferences and we'll rate them for the channel, etc.
The presentation was incredible.
Well, I mean, it's video. That's Nintendo's learned that. Especially
Square's was video and Sony's felt mostly video. I mean, the chance editing does not fix everything.
Let's save that for the E3 conference wrap up.
So, without bailing me on Nintendo here, I think they did an incredible job showing us a ridiculous amount of stuff here. Yeah. My initial impression is blown away. I don't know what you were expecting if what you wanted is not honestly given a release date.
The one thing I didn't see that I'm hoping for, and maybe this will be in next year, is that kind of a 2D Mario, either Mario Maker or something like that. Sure. That's the one thing that was on my list that I was hoping for. Didn't get it, but I'm okay. Like, I will live. Like, and the fact is, I can start playing my freaking Octopath Traveler in 2 days. I'm definitely getting the game. Why not start it early? This is great. This is great. Oh, by the way, You're such a Nintendo fanboy.
I am now.
Yeah.
I definitely am now.
Yeah, absolutely.
They earned it today. Thank you, Nintendo,
Thank
for brightening my day, knocking it out of the park.
And thanks everybody watching this video. We love to know your thoughts. Did Nintendo knock it out of the park? Are they playing second fiddle? Sound off in the comments below and let's have that conversation.
My name's Chris.
And I am Brian, apparently.
We'll see you guys next time.
Take care.
We really appreciate you watching. We really, really, really do. We really appreciate you watching. We really, really do. A 30-second end screen is so long. I don't know how to fill all this time.